This video is sponsored by Squarespace. This candle is expensive. So today I'm going to try crafting luxury candles for the same price as this Walmart candle. And stick around to the end of this video for a bonus challenge where I try to trick my family into thinking my candle is the expensive one. Now, most luxury candles have these key components. Custom waxes that include a luxury wax such as coconut, soy, beeswax, or apricot. Multi-layered packaging with specialty finishes such as gold leaf. Linen labels or an instructional booklet that tells you about the company. Complex and high-quality fragrance oils with discernible top, mid, and base notes, and a great cold and hot throw. Ah, but 𝘠𝑩𝑥 candles embody all of these qualities, plus the added prestige of rich company history. 𝘠𝑩𝑥 is the oldest candle making company in the world. Founded in 1643, the manufacturer became the official wax supplier for the French court and later to Napoleon Bonaparte. To me, 𝘠𝑩𝑥 is the embodiment of luxury, so I definitely have my work cut out here. First, I gathered all my candle making supplies, including vessels, wicks, fragrances, and a luxury blended wax. I had originally purchased these when they were on sale, but I didn't really have a plan for them, so this project was perfect. Also, I do recognize that the 𝘠𝑩𝑥 candle and the Walmart candle have regular cotton core wicks, but I wanted to use wooden wicks because they feel fancy. I did want to try a more elevated and upscale luxury wax, so I chose virgin coconut soy wax from 𝘗𝐿𝐴. I kept my pouring temperatures really low, and I also only used a single fragrance oil for this test batch. I made sure to stir the fragrance oil in for about 2 minutes to make sure that it was fully incorporated, and then we poured it into our vessels. I thought I was doing myself a favor by keeping my temperatures low, but it actually ended up biting me later. 24 hours later, and I really love the smell of the candles, but I am having some adhesion problems that you can see here on the side. It is really cold in my studio, so to counteract that on the next batch, I went ahead and just added a space heater, and then I will probably also take my heat gun and heat every jar individually before pouring the wax. For the remaining 2 batches, I took a more tailored approach, smelling numerous fragrance oils and picked out ones I felt would blend well. I even asked for some other people's opinions just to make sure I was on the right track. Back in the studio, I started creating some custom blends and writing down which ones I felt paired well together. The goal here is to create something complicated and sophisticated while still keeping in mind fragrance price, since I am trying to keep each candle under $5. Eventually, I felt I had some winners, so I asked Caleb's opinion.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's very good.
So I set up all of these prism containers for the first of my fragrance blends, feeling particularly confident that this second batch would adhere better and just smell more upscale. Admittedly, it was a bit tricky to try to heat the jars and then use both of my hands to pour the wax. I'm feeling very good about this last set. I have done all of the testing, and I think I have all of the fragrance notes just right. So I just have to wick everything now. A what? Who is it from? Oh, it's from Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video. If you've ever wanted a website that looks amazing and is super easy to build, let me show you why I love Squarespace. I have actually been working on a secret side project for many months now, and that is a landing space for the Royal Creative Academy. One simple website where all of you Royalty Soaps viewers can go and find my free DIY soap and bath and body recipes. With Squarespace, I was able to create a gorgeous, professional looking website without any coding. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to add some updates. Let's say I want to add purchasable content to the website. I'm going to scroll down in the editing mode, add a section, and then pick from all of the beautiful product options. I really love the one with this sliding header, so I'm going to click that one, add it to the section, and then I can move it anywhere on the website with a click of a button. And one of my favorite features, the ability to create paid blog posts. I could share exclusive behind-the-scenes content, tutorials, or business insights and make them available only to subscribers. It would be a great way to add value to your audience and create an extra income stream. And the templates, oh my gosh, chef's kiss. They are so customizable so that you can make something uniquely you. And a lot of the Royal Creative Academy members are viewing on mobile. So I love that every template is mobile friendly, because let's face it, we want our websites to look flawless on every device. If you've been thinking about starting a site for a business, a hobby, or even a blog, now is the time. Head to squarespace.com/royaltysoaps to save 10% on your purchase of a website or domain using the code royaltysoaps. Once again, that is squarespace.com/royaltysoaps and use the code royaltysoaps at checkout. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and let's dive right back in to find out if that final candle I made is up for the challenge. The final candle I was the most confident about. It has a natural fragrance oil in it. And everything was going according to plan until I let the candle sit for a few days. So basically, I trimmed the wick of one candle and I thought this was going to be the winner, and now I'm second guessing myself. So I'm actually going to have Caleb smell these and tell me whether or not he thinks this should be the candle that I put up against 𝘓𝘓. Now, not to sway your opinion here, but I really feel like this one's the winner.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay, smell number 3.
Okay.
Is that a good pause or a bad pause?
Bad.
Have I really flubbed it? Is it not good? Oh, it's just light. It's just really light, isn't it?
That smell is too weak.
And that is by far the most expensive candle to make. It has natural fragrance oil in there.
That's nice.
Okay.
It's nice.
I actually had to blend this. There's a little work involved here.
I think that's your huckleberry.
I am legit shook. Man, I think you're right. I am suddenly in the pit of despair. I am doubting my own abilities. I do not think I'm going to be able to beat 𝘓𝘓.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Failure. Caleb and I are now going to set up a sniffing studio so that my family members have somewhere to sit when we put their noses to the challenge. And now I'm nervous. Great! We started by setting everyone down in the chair, miking them up, and then I explained the rules to them. They're gonna put a blindfold on.
Having a sleeping mask on.
And then I will let them smell 3 different candles, and they have to tell me which one is the most expensive and which one is the least expensive. Okay, this is candle number 1. Take a big smell. This is candle number 2. Big smell. All right, and this is candle number 3. Big smell.
I think that will cost the most.
All right. Which one do you think cost the least?
1.
1. Okay. Good guesses. Okay, you can smell. Okay.
Oh man.
Which one do you think costs the most money?
I think the one in the middle.
And then I also want to know, which candle do you think costs the least amount of money?
I think this one does.
Okay. While you're still blindfolded, what makes you think that number 2 costs the most amount of money? What about it?
Yeah, it smells kind of rich.
Okay, here's candle number 1. Take a big sniff. There's candle number 2. Take a big sniff. And here's candle number 3. Take a big sniff. Which one do you think costs the most money? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
And why do you think 3?
Because it smells the best.
It smells the best. Okay, which one do you think costs the least amount of money?
1.
1. Here's candle number 1. Take a big sniff. All right. Here's candle number 2. Big sniff. And here is candle number 3. Which one do you think costs the most money?
I think it's number 2.
Number 2. Can you tell me why you think that?
It's just strong. There's just something about it that makes me think that it's the 𝘍𝘪𝘁.
Okay. Which one do you think costs the least amount of money?
I think it's 3.
3 costs the least amount of money. I do not have a lot of hope for myself, for the rest of the participants. They're a lot closer to grown age, and I think they're going to say what she did, which is, it just smells expensive. 𝘠𝑪-vous, as the French say. Okay, so here's number 1. Here's number 2.
Ooh.
And here is number 3.
I think number 2 is the most expensive.
Okay, why do you think that?
It has a nice deep fragrance.
Nice.
I think it's the strongest one.
All right, and what do you think is the least expensive?
Number 3.
All right. This is going worse than I thought.
Okay, I'll touch this.
Oh.
Need a little more snipper. I have exceptional olfactory glands, by the way.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh, I can smell that one is coming at me already. It smells like it's from the old country.
Here's number 3.
Quite subtle.
1, 2, or 3. Which one's the
I shall fit number 2.
Number 2. Okay, so I'm gonna let you smell number 1 and number 3 again.
All right.
And you're gonna tell me which one do you think is the cheapest.
This should be easy from a man whose parents came out of the Great Depression. I can smell frugality from miles away. Such a cheap smell. No.
It's number 1.
Wow, that is really... Are you putting something...
Yeah, okay, that's a real candle. Yeah, that's a real candle, number 1.
I would say number 1. It doesn't have much throw and it just is so light, like there's not much there.
Here is candle number 1. Big inhale.
Okay.
Candle number 2.
Okay.
And here's candle number 3.
Okay.
Which one's the most
I
expensive?
think the last one's the most expensive.
Okay, why do you think that?
I don't know. It just smells expensive. You just know that smell.
Okay, wonderful. Which one do you think costs the least?
I think 2.
Okay, you think 2 is the least expensive. It's the cheapest one.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I knew Emmy would help me out. Number 1.
That smells cheap.
Here's number 2.
Okay. That smells like the kind of spray that you get for bathrooms. It's okay.
Okay, and here's number 3.
That smells good. I like the foods fragrances, and that smells the best.
Right, but which one's the most expensive?
Money.
Do you want...
I'm gonna say 2.
Okay. Well, the guesses for which candle's the most expensive were all over the place. The reaction to finding out how much the True Dawn candle costs were pretty much the same. It's over $100. Oh, it's like 130.
Oh man, how much does this thing cost?
$130.
You feel like, oh, let's put it on a shelf.
And I can tell you, I will absolutely cherish this candle and forever let it be a lesson to me. We are going to be giving away 5 of the candles that a lot of people really enjoyed, even if they knew they weren't the most expensive. Link to enter the giveaway is down below, and yes, it is open worldwide. The rest of the candles made in this video will be available to purchase with our next soap release later on down the road. And you can pause the video now to read the cost breakdown for each of the individual candles featured on this video. As a final thought and conclusion, it is absolutely no shock to me truly that True Dawn is crowned the supreme winner. There is pretty much no way that me with very, very limited candle making skills, without having much of a plan, just picking from fragrances I already had, was going to be the oldest candle maker in the world. Now, come on. Once again, thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on royalty soaps, let us know down in the comments below. And I will see you all in the next soap making video. So until then, bye for now. Meow.
Did you tell them about the beard?
Would we like to?
Sure. All the years I spent in corporate America and in the military, I did not have this beard, but I longed for it. And
You yearned for it.
I yearned so hard. In fact, I pulled something. I yearned so hard. And one day, my dream became a reality, and I'll never go back.
Well, that is certainly a
It's a
fascinating anecdote.
Yeah, a tribute to Gandalf and all the great 𝘉𝘀𝑪 of the world.
Okay. We do have the perfect audios for that reference.
Oh, fantastic.